Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to learn my top 7 key tips that you can use to enhance your experience with NotebookLM. Okay, so a lot of people are now using NotebookLM for different features, be it from audio overview generation or podcast. Like deck, you can be able to use it to create presentations or video overview or mind maps or reports or flashcards or quizzes or infographics and many more other features. Or you can just upload your sources and have direct chat with it. But most people do follow the default settings that we have in this, which actually, if you know how to tweak one or two things, it is going to give you a very different result that you can as well be very proud of. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top 7 tips and tricks that I think you should try to start using to enhance or optimize the usage of NotebookLM. So the first is when you upload your sources and you have the chat section, I have this option to generate audio overview, which, for example, if you can click on this pencil icon, you can have the option to generate a deep dive or a brief overview or a critique overview or a debate. In each case, it is different. Most people use the default deep dive and then they can just go ahead and hit on generate. But it's better to try the brief bite-sized overview to help you grab the core ideas from your sources quickly. Or you can go to critique, which is going to have an expert review of your sources, offering constructive feedback to help you improve your material. Or you can go to debate. Okay, debate enable you to have a thoughtful debate between two hosts, illuminating different perspectives on sources. So these are different formats that you can use to generate your audio overview. In each case, follow the short, default, or long version of the deep dive or of the type of audio overview that you are creating. Now, you can be as specific as you want when you come in here to try to see things or areas that you want the AI to focus as regards the critique or the deep dive, what you want it to focus on, and it's going to directly do that. So the next time you are going to use NotebookLM to generate an audio overview, please take note of all of this. If you generate a deep dive directly, it is completely different from generating a critique or generating a debate, depending on the format, or a brief audio overview of the whole concept. So this can give your generation very, very different touch to the usual way we used to generate using the deep dive, which is usually by clicking on this without using the pencil icon. Okay, so this is going to use the default settings to generate your audio overview. And that's the first tip. The second one has to do with if you generate the audio. So let's say I have generated this audio, and when you look at it, you can see this hand sign, which is an interactive mode. Now, NotebookLM has made it possible for you to be able to join a conversation between the AI and even help them tailor the conversation as a whole towards your own point and what you want them to talk about in real life. Okay, so sort of like changing the narrative or adding or asking questions and have them answer directly while they still continue with the deep dive or with the audio overview. So let me show you how this works. Okay, so let's say we have generated this on why AI needs in higher education is needed. Okay, so let's go ahead. We can play this. We can use this unsigned. And right now you can see once we start playing the conversation, you will see this join feature enabled, which will give you access to the conversation and you can ask questions and you have the AI wait and answer the questions that you are kind of asking. So let's play to have a preview of the deep dive and then join the conversation and ask our questions directly.
Think about the last time you used an AI tool for work or maybe for school.
Right.
When you copied and pasted that dense, like 50-page report into a prompt box and asked for a summary, did you actually learn anything from the output?
Yeah, or did you just, outsource your cognition to a server farm somewhere?
Exactly. Welcome to the deep dive. Today,
Oh, hey there, how can we help?
Yeah, I just wanted to find out, can you give me a quick summary of the AI in higher education, the advantages and disadvantages in a very, very short while?
That is a fantastic question.
and it is completely fair. You want the executive summary of the entire show right now.
Absolutely. So to give you the super short version, the core advantage is efficiency.
AI can personalize learning, generate instant feedback, and handle the administrative grind.
This improves
Now that is what I'm talking about. I joined the conversation and they tailored the content towards what I want them to talk about. So now they've enabled this feature and you can easily join in and redirect or change the narrative or give them a new direction as regards to what they are talking about. So that is my second tip. Now, the next tip that I have for you is on slide deck generation. After you have generated a PowerPoint presentation, previously you cannot edit your PowerPoint presentation. Whatever is generated, you have to take it like that. If you notice any mistake or anything that you needed to add, you need to regenerate everything from scratch. So let's look at the slides that have been generated from this AI mediated university. So take a look at the slides and I want to enhance anything. If you want to make this probably to have a table that talks about the Vision 2030, highlighting advantages and disadvantages, you cannot actually edit this. But with this particular feature, you should be able to edit any slide that you're interested in. So you take a look at this at the top right in here, you can see revise. Okay, this is going to help you to revise exactly this particular slide. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on revise and it gives us this pop-up. So we can just ask it, can you replace this with statistical data and make it visually appealing with some good charts. Okay, so let's say we have this is slide number 9, and when you are editing a slide or you have a revision on that slide, you'll be able to see it in here. All right, so let's kind of look at this also and maybe make this, can you replace this with a lighter background? Okay, for example, so we have two slides, slide 7 and slide 9, that we have just revised. So you can be able to see the pending changes over here. You have changes on two slides, and when you click, you'll be able to see which slides you have the changes, and you can clear or you can visualize and see the changes that you have on them directly. So let's go ahead and click on revise the deck, and it's going to quickly update and revise the deck, and then we can be able to see the changes that it has for us. All right, and let's quickly look at the revised slide, which you can click to have preview directly. So let's click in here and let's go straight to slide 9 to see our revisions that we've just given it. We can be able to see slide 9 and let's see what it has revised. And as you can see, we have asked it to use some charts and direct visually appealing data, and you can see it has given us exactly what we asked for. And we asked it to make this a lighter background, and take a look at what it has given us. So fantastic and very, very nice. So that's this feature. Now we have uploaded all of our sources and we have this. By default, on the free version of NotebookLM, you can upload up to 50 sources. Okay, and on the paid one, you can upload up to 300 sources. I found a new way that you can be able to follow through and you'll be able to upload multiple sources without you even knowing. So for example, assuming I have this my 6-7 sources that I've uploaded and I needed to add more sources. Maybe I've reached my limit. All I need is to come down to the chat area. This is a summary of what I have. I can now ask this to, can you give me a general summary of my sources? Okay, and I can just hit on enter, and this is now going to go through my sources and it's going to give me a complete summary of those sources that I have entered. And from there, we can now be able to say, yes, we have something from all the sources that I have added, and now I have summarized all of the content, or I can go to any section or any idea that I want to bring into this particular chat. One thing you should notice is that at the bottom of that response, you should be able to see this save to note. When you click on it, NotebookLM is going to save this as a note, and when you come to these 3 dots, you can click on this and you can say convert this into a source, and this is now going to be added as a fresh source from your own source library. So you are free to now uncheck any of this or all of this. Now you can concentrate on this summary as part of your source that you have, and it can now give you an upper hand to be able to add more sources with you even bypassing or passing the usual number of limits of the sources, like 50 for free plan and 300 for paid plan. Okay, so you will be able to have more sources. So with the summary, or we can say maybe you'll be able to give me the key takeaways from all the sources. Okay, so it's going to go through all the sources and it is going to give us the main takeaways that we can directly follow. You can summarize, you can analyze, you can ask for key takeaways, and then once it has given you all the key takeaways that you need, you can come at the end of it and say save to note, and then from in here you can just go there and convert it to a source, and it's going to quickly add it to your NotebookLM among the key sources that you have. So this is a trick that I think if you use it, you can be able to upload more sources and enhance your experience with NotebookLM. Now, another trick that I think you can use very, very useful in NotebookLM is the fact that when you are in the chat mode, you can come to this gear icon, this configure notebook at the top right. You can click on it and you can be able to configure the way you chat with the AI. The default is this: define your conversation goal and style. From here, notebook can be customized to help you achieve different goals, from doing research to help you learn to show various perspectives or converse in a particular style and tone. From here, from this setting, you can be able to change this to maybe learning guide, and then you can see this is best for educational content, helping you to grab new concepts and skills efficiently. Choose your response also. You can define how you respond from here, maybe make it longer or shorter. So let's say with this learning guide, or you can use it in custom to define how you want the conversations to be. But for this, I found this learning guide very, very effective. And when you say save to this, for this particular chat, it is going to adopt that learning guide and you'll be able to ask you questions and you can be able to give responses directly from there. I'm a beginner looking to improve my students' engagement. For example, it can ask this question and it's just going to give you answers. So in form of learning, the questions that will come after a particular chat is going to give you the opportunity to learn from the process. Okay. You can see what specific trick, strategy do students use for reading. This is now helping you formulate some questions that you can ask directly. What are the 3 dimensions of AI literacy? And then how can AI tutors be trained to maximize student correctness? So these are some learning questions that you can just click and it's going to help you to go through and give you answers directly. Just by changing this feature, you can change the way you chat and interact with the NotebookLM platform directly. So this is another tips and tricks. So until you go back in here and change the learning guide to default, it's giving you these guided questions that you can use to learn more from the prompt or the chat that you are giving. Now, the next feature that I have found it very useful, just a simple trick that I found very, very exceptional, is on the search web for news sources. Okay, so you can do the web search directly if you're interested. You can do fast research and even deep research directly from here. And you can do the web research directly. You can search the web or you can search the drive. Now, my focus on this is going to be on the drive. And once you click, you can find files or documents directly on your drive without you actually going over to that drive and uploading or downloading a source and re-uploading it here as a source. It cuts down the work by like 1/10. So let's say I'm on my drive now, I want to do a search on my drive. I can say, can you find the book, The Atomic Habit? Okay, so I can just hit on enter and this is now going to look for relevant book in my drive, and you can see it has found it. How to Have Confidence and Power PDF. This is The Atomic Habit. This is the book that I'm looking for, and I can now import this as a source. So let's say in addition to The Atomic Habit, I have The Psychology of Money as well. I can just come over here, still within the drive. I can say, can you find the book The Psychology of Money? All right, and just hit on enter. It is now going to go through and find that particular book for me and add it as a source. So you can see Getting Rich Your Own Way, Attract Everything. Let's see the 5 more sources. Or let's say alternatively, you want to find this ABEIT concept note proposal. It is a document inside my drive and I've selected the drive in here. I can just go ahead and hit on enter and it's going to go through the relevant drive items and fetch out that particular. You can see the sources that it has brought out. You can see the document in here. Okay, you can easily view it and you can import directly inside. So you can select or deselect the ones that you don't want, and we want only this one, the ABU concept or the proposal. You can import it in here and it's going to be added among your sources. So it's now very easy to link up with your drive, provided you are logged into the account that you are working with on NotebookLM. And the last trick that I have is on video generation, which usually when you want to generate an overview, you can just click in here and you can be able to generate a video directly. With just directly come to generate, keeping everything at default, and you will be able to see your video generated. But one thing to note is that you can generate a video in form of explainer, which is a default that we do have, or you can go brief, or you can use the explainer, but then you can use the custom, or you can use any of these styles from retro print to heritage to paper craft to anime and so on, depending on your interest. The most default one that people don't use is this custom. Now, custom gives you the opportunity to define how you want video to be created, so you can give in the key things that you want it to pay attention to. Okay, I made it this way. Can you make the video to have a dark background and make the elements move more quickly without having to stay too long on a particular slide? So I'm going to generate with custom generation as well as with auto select, and then we'll try to compare the two. So I'm going to just go ahead and hit on generate from here, and we'll kind of look at the custom generation I've generated with the normal one, which is this one, the AI study secret, and then I have generated also with the custom view. So try to look at the two and see the difference. All right, and as you can see, let's check the two of them. This is the custom video. You can see the background and everything, and let's try to play so that we can compare.
We hear it all the time. AI is the ultimate study buddy, right? The perfect academic partner. But is it? That's the big question we're diving into. Is AI actually helping students learn, or is it just helping them get the work done? I mean, it is everywhere, isn't it? We're talking ChatGPT, all those specialized study apps. AI is basically as common in a student's backpack as a laptop now. And yeah, it's totally changing the game for how homework gets done. But what happens when you
So this is the first option with the custom one, which we have defined to have a dark background. But let's look at the default one that we have generated in the beginning of this. So take a look.
So
This is
we
the
keep hearing that
one.
AI is this amazing tool to help students learn faster. But what if it's just helping them read less? A really fascinating new study decided to dig into that exact question. And well, the answer is probably not what you're thinking. Okay, let's just get right into it. We've all seen the headlines, right? AI chatbots are the next big thing, the ultimate study hack that's going to make learning so much more efficient.
So the bottom line is that you can be able to now change or customize the look and feel and overall flow of the video overview that you've created from your sources. So basically, these are my top 7 tips and tricks that I think if you can adopt, it is going to change the way you experience and use NotebookLM. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.